Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We are continuing reading the Nectarean by Sachinandan Swami Maharaj. Punyabhata Vrajabhavo Yad Ayam Nirlinga Durgula Purana Puruso Vana Chitra Malayan Graha Palayan Saha Balaha Kaivanyasham cha venum Virkradaya chati gatirtra ramanchittagriha. How pious are the tracks of lands of Vraja, but they, the primeval personality of Godhead, distinguish himself with human practice, wanders about, enchanting his many pastimes, adorned with wonderfully agitated forest garlands. He whose feet are worshipped by Lord Shiva and Goddess Rama vibrates his flute as he tends the cows in the company of Balaram. Aho Tidhyaya Braja Gora Ram. These are the 10 verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. From Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 14th chapter, 31 to 40 verses. This is a beautiful pastime. Aho Tidhyaya Braja Gora Ramyaha Sat Tanamrutam pitam ativa te mudha yasyam vibhovata satram majhatmana yatra pate dhayapi nachalam advatraha. O Almighty Lord, how gratefully fortunate are the cows and ladies of Vrindavana, the nectar of whose breast milk you have happily drunk and to your full satisfaction, taking the form of their calves and children. All the Vedic sacrifices performed from time immemorial upon to the present day have not given you as much satisfaction. Verse 32. Aho bhagyam nanda gopa rajakasham yat mitram paramanandam punya brahma sanatanam. How gratefully fortunate are Nanda Maharaj, the cowhead man, and all the other inhabitants of Rajbhumi. There is no limit to their good fortune because the absolute truth, the source of transcendental bliss, the eternal supreme Brahman, has become their friend. Verse 33. Esam tu bhagyam mahitmachyuta tadvam astham ekadasaiva hi vayam bhatha bhuri bhagyaha yetadrish krisas chasakhir astha kripa pibamaha sarvadaya mudye uddhachamadva amrutasvaham te. Yet, even though the extent of the good fortune of these residents of Vrindavana is inconceivable, we 11 president deities are the various senses heading by Lord Shiva are the most fortunate because the sense of these devotees of Vrindavana are the cups through which we repeatedly drink the nectarian intoxicating beverage of the honey of your lotus feet. Verse 34. Thatta brumi bhagyam aham janma ki api athavyam yadlokepi kataman griho rajobhishekam yat jivitam tu nikhilam pavanam mukundas tad adhapapi yat pada rajam sruti margam eva. The greatest possible good fortune would be to take any birth, whatever in the forest of Gokula, and have my head battered by the dust fallen from the lotus feet of any of its residents. The entire life and souls of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Mukunda, the dust of whose lotus feet is being searched for in the Vedic mantras. Verse 35. Esam Gosha Nivasinam उथा भावं किं देव रतिर्नसं चेतो विश्वो फलत्फलं तवा अपारं कृपये यानं मुहुर्यति सद्वेसत् इव पूर्णभूतानापि सकला तवम् एव देवापिता यद्धर्मस्य स्मृता पितामहा प्रियत्मा तन्या pranasya teva krite. My mind become bewildered, just trying to think of how what reward other than you could be found anywhere. You are the embodiment of all benedictions, which you bestow upon these residents of the cowhead community of Vrindavana. You have already arranged to give yourself to Putana and her family members in exchange for their distinguish herself as a devotee. So, what is left for you to give these devotees of Vrindavana, whose homes, wealth, friends, dear relations, bodies, children, and very lives on hearts of all dedicated only to you? Verse 36. Tavam ragatyashastena stavat karagraham tavanmoho nigrahi nigado yavat krishnana teja jahana. My dear Lord Krishna, until people became your devotees, their material attachments and desire remains thieves. Their homes remains prisons, and their affectionate feelings for their family members remained footstacles. Verse 37. Prapan, prapancham nishparaupanchopi vividha bhayasi bhutale prapanna janathananda sandoham prathvipum prabho. My dear master, although you have nothing to do with material existence, you come to this earth and imitated material life just to expand the varieties of ecstatic enjoyment of your surrender devotees. Verse 38. Janatam eva janatho किम्बु बहुकियानामि प्रभो मानसो वापो वाचो vaibhavam tava gocharam. These are people who say, I know everything about Krishna. Let me think that way. As far as I'm concerned, I do not wish to speak very much about this matter. Oh my Lord, let me say this much. As far as your opulences are concerned, they are all beyond to reach of my mind, body, and words. Verse 39. Anujanihi mam Krishna sarvatam vetasi sarvatark tavam eva jagat nato jagat etam tava pritham. My dear Krishna, now I humbly request permission to leave. Actually, you are the knower and seer of all things. Indeed, you are the Lord of the universe, and yet I offer this one universe upon you. Verse 40. Sri Krishna Rishni Kula Puskara Josha Dhayani Kshama Nirjarada Divija Pusadati Vidhati Karim Uddharma Sarva Harakritim Rakshasa Tugrim Ye Kalpa Ekam Aham Bhagavan Namastesu. My dear Sri Krishna, you bestowed happiness upon the lotus like Vrishni dynasty and expand the great ocean considering of the earth and demigods of Brahmans and the cows. You dispel the distance darkness of religions and oppose the demons who have disappeared on this earth. O Supreme Personality of God, as long as this universe exists and as long as the sun shines, I will offer my obeisances upon to you. I'll summarize the verses. This is a beautiful pastime of the Lord Krishna and Brahma. When Brahma came to Vrindavan and saw Krishna playing with his cowhead boys, cows and calves, and sharing his food from the same plate, the Lord Brahma got jealous and he took all the cows, calves, and some of his Krishna's friends and disappeared for few few minutes, like few moments from his Brahma time. That few moments is like a 1 year for this material time. During that time, Krishna know that the broad Brahma did this mischief thing, and he manifested himself as calves, and his friends, and everything was as usual normal. The Brajavajis was not missing anything. They didn't even know that their child is missing. Even every mother know if the child has little behavior changes or anything, we can easily recognize them. Like, what is wrong with you? Is your day okay or not? But that simple small things also Krishna manifested very beautifully. When Brahma came back and saw that the Rajavasis are missing nothing. There is nothing else there he can do. Then he bowed down to Krishna's feet. And what Brahma saw at that time when he returned, he saw Krishna manifested as each cow, calf, and his friends. He did not see any of the cows, Surbi cow or any other cow. He did not see the cows. He saw Krishna manifested as the cows, calves, and friends. Then he immediately bowed down to Krishna's lotus feet and he surrendered himself. And this is a very important point to take him. Oh, Supreme Personality of Godhead, as long as this universe exists and as long as the sun shines, I will offer my obeisance